Hi everyone, in this video I want us to look into this general topic that I've seen different people discuss about, which is it good to build a house yourself or you buy a house? Frankly speaking, I've seen a lot of debate on this topic, and I think to me I've not seen it to be properly addressed from my perspective. Okay, for that is my own opinion. So I wanted to bring in my own explanation that you can use, bring in some kind of parameters that you have to look into before making that decision if you are to build or you are to buy a house. So stay with me on this video and let's watch to the end, and I hope by the end of this video you will be able to also have that better idea when it comes to someone asking you, are you supposed to build or buy a house here in Ghana? Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel, Olamosh of Ghana, where we talk about everything real estate here in Ghana and beyond. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell button, share this channel and video with friends and family across all your social media accounts. Okay, everything we talk here is real estate. If you're someone that is so keen about real estate investment here in Ghana, then this is the channel you have to be. We discuss everything that has to do with real estate, from touring properties, building construction, and also talking about issues surrounding real estate here in Ghana, to building materials, cost of materials, and how we are having challenges with the quality of work, and also handling artisans here in Ghana. Just everything that have to do with real estate is what we talk about over here. Now back to the main topic. Are you supposed to buy a house or you are supposed to build the house yourself? Okay, as I've said, I've seen a lot of explanation or trying to justify the choice you have to make when it comes to this particular topic, but I think we are not looking at this topic in the right way. Okay, now by the end of this video as well, I believe that you will also be able to have a better insight into what is actually going on in the real estate industry here in Ghana. Now, the issue of you buying a house or you building your own house, I think is a limited kind of a topic that has limitation when it comes to you discussing the effects in the real estate industry here in Ghana. Because when it comes to prime locations, like maybe the airport area, East Airport, Airport Hills, we will talk of East Legon itself, not the suburb of East Legon. Okay, these prime locations, there's nothing to debate about when it comes to you're supposed to build a house or you're supposed to buy a house. These locations, the best bet for you is to buy a house. Okay, it's not locations where you have to be debating, because if it comes to these prime locations, see, before you can build your own house, you are meant to acquire a land, and trust me, the price to acquire land in these prime locations, cantonments, they are extremely very high. And at the end of the day, you see that it doesn't worth you thinking of even building. That's the reason why in these locations, the type of houses you will see there are townhouses. If you are going to see a fully detached house, it will never be on a full plot size of land, because the cost of land over there are very expensive. Now, this angle, you also have to look at it. People that own land at East Airport, East Legon, cantonment, they are not poor people. They are not people that you can easily tell them they should sell their properties to you. they themselves sees those properties as an asset. So for you to now say you want to go and buy land over there and build a personal house, in fact, this complaint of houses are expensive in Ghana, this is not where you even think of that. Because the cost of the land alone, you will realize that the amount they are asking you to come and buy a plot of land over there can actually buy you a completely furnished and fully developed house in that same location. So in these locations, at the end of the day, you will see some properties on the half-plot size of land at the main East Legon areas. They are going for $800,000. Cantonment, East Airport, we have houses going for $1.4, $1.5 million. And you can imagine the cost of the land on its own. Meanwhile, if you are having $600,000, $400,000, you can buy a house. But if you want to buy a land, that money they are billing you to come and buy a house cannot even buy a full plot size of land. Now, so you will now ask me, how are developers getting land to build and sell to you? As I told you, this question of, if you are saying that, Olamosh, you are telling us we can't easily buy land in these locations. So how are these people buying land and they are building to sell to us? As I told you earlier, over there, properties over there, owners over there, they are not desperate, they are not ready to sell. Some of them too, they are transgenerational wealth that they also inherit from their grandfather or their father. So they also want to make sure that particular asset, some of them use it as an equity for them to acquire other things that they are in need of. So those over there, when they have a land that they are using to source for financial support from financial institution, they will find it difficult to sell those land. Secondly, they saw those land too as an asset that they are also using as an equity to leverage on other things that they also need for themselves. And some of them too, they want to leave that legacy down and transfer it to their next generation, even though they will have to renew the lease on those land. Now, it now comes to the issue of how are developers now getting that opportunity to acquire the land and build for us to buy. These people that own land over there have told us they see those land as an asset, and they themselves, they are business people. So in most cases, properties at East Airport, East Legon, Cantonment, they are joint ventures properties. The people that own land over there, if you go and meet them, offer them the opportunities to partner with them, to build on that land and share the profits, they will give you that opportunity to use the land. But if you are going there to meet them, that you want to buy the land outrightly, it becomes so difficult for you to convince them to sell the land to you. So most of the properties you are seeing are all these locations that comes as joint venture, most of them. So that's the reason you see that maybe a full plot size of land that came up with maybe 4 units as a townhouse over there. Now with that 4 units, depending on the sharing formula they had with the property owner. So maybe when the developers is done building the property, they will share it 50-50, or they will share it 60-40, or they will share 30-70. So those are the methods that they are using to acquire and build land over there. Now you want to go there to buy and build personally for yourself. It will be so difficult for you to convince that person, and when you look at the total cost of you achieving that, it becomes unreasonable for you to do. So that's the reason why I said this particular topic, there's a limitation on the aspect of Ghana that it can really be discussed. When it comes to this location that I've just mentioned, the best bet, the best option you have is just for you to buy. And when you also notice, you realize that this airport area, Cantonment, the main East Legon places, they even come up with more of apartments. Because if they're able to get hold of a plot of land and they decide to come up with this modern 10 floors apartment, it becomes much more enticing for the property owner to release the land to you. Because you realize that if you come up with 30 units of an apartment, maybe he's going to be having like 15 at the end of the day. So that alone has helped to also maximize the land that he is having. Okay, so when you now go there, say you want to even build a family home, it's very difficult. In fact, when you go to some of these areas, hardly you even see a family home. It's more of apartments. So this location, you don't discuss if you should buy or you should build. Now, the locations where we can easily discuss if you should buy or you should build, please, do you want to take iron rods? You want to carry? Oh, you can come and carry, please. So the locations where we can discuss if you should buy or you should build, these locations are places that they are not prime locations, though they are developed, but they are not that prime locations. Maybe those places is where we will not have that discussion if you should buy or you should build. Now, when we look at some areas, maybe like this Legon, maybe some of the school junction area, Botwe area, Adenta area, even some of these places, it's very difficult to acquire land over there. And in some of these locations too that I've just mentioned right now, the best bet you are going to have is for you to buy a house, because people there too, not all of them are in need of money. They prefer seeing those land as an asset that they can use to leverage on sourcing for financial support or using as an equity to gain access to another investment. So there too, it might be difficult for you to buy land over there, and your best bet will be to buy a house. But if you're lucky and you get the chance to buy land over there, I would advise you build. Because these locations, if you are able to build on your own, you can come up with the best of architectural design that fits into your dream home. And secondly, you can also beat down the total cost of building a house. Okay, so if you have the chance, definitely I will advise you buy the land and build. I mean the prime location, not as prime as cantonment or airports. We have some part of spinters that we call spinters today, which technically they are tema, but we call them spinters. Those places, if you have the chance to buy, you can buy, then you build. That you can come up with something more sophisticated for yourself. Now, when it comes to areas like maybe the down area, maybe we're even talking about areas like maybe all these Pokwase, we're talking about Amasama, those places, you don't have to buy a house, because land over there, they are costing around maybe 100,000 Ghana cedis, maybe 50,000 Ghana cedis. Now you can easily have access to buy a full plot of land and build, and the best bet is for you to build. That is the truth. I will always go for one to build with his own team of professionals than you going to buy a house. But when it comes to the areas I've just mentioned, the cantonment, the East Airport, the main East Legon stream, not the suburb that we are now calling East Legon, okay, those places, there is no even option for you to buy a land. They will not sell to you. So the only options you have over there is to buy what they've built for you, because those that have built over there, they went in profitable partnership with the landowners, which you are not meant to come and do business with those lands. You are only there to just want to build one or two houses that you need for yourself. But if you are thinking of doing business, definitely you can acquire land in those locations. Now we have some areas that we call spinters. We have some areas that we intentionally add East Legon to it. Maybe East Legon Hills, or the Legon axis, the school junction, the Botwe axis over there. Those places, if you have the chance to buy a land, buy and build. That is, you want to build a dream home, you want to sit on a full plot size of land, or you have the option to go for a half plot size of land, I will advise you to buy a land and build. Why? Is because in most cases, some developers, they are not doing the right thing. They want to spend less and they want to sell at a higher price. So in that aspect, they compromise on quality. But if you're able to buy your own land in that prime location, you will be able to get good building contractor like Olamosh Realty and Construction to come up with a breathtaking architectural masterpiece for you and come up with a high quality home for you. Okay, so but when it comes to some areas, you don't even need to ask if you are supposed to buy. You are not supposed to buy. The best option for you is to build, because these places, getting land is very easy. Getting land is very, very cheap. It's just, for example, this project we are now is on the hillside of Abokobi. This project is on a full plot size of land. This same project, if you are to go and build it at East Legon, you will definitely not want to try a full plot. You will be looking on how to manage a half plot size of land, considering the cost of the land. Okay, even though land over here too is a bit on the higher side, but at least the best option is for you to build. Though we now have developers over there, we have houses over there that they are owned by developers and they are building to sell. So now, I mentioned areas like all these Kaswa area, Pokwase area, Amasama area, Tema side, those places, buy land and build because it's easier to get land. Okay, now, but if you are someone that you are not just ready to stress yourself, you don't have, you don't trust anybody here in Ghana, and you are in the diaspora, and you want to be a homeowner, and you don't want to pass through any stress, I think the best bet is for you to just buy the house and have your peace of mind, get your document. You know, this construction of a thing too, it comes with its own challenges. We that we are building contractor, we went through a lot of things to make sure the dream turns reality. But if you're someone that you're not ready to stay so long, maybe 6 months, 1 year to get your own house, you just want to buy within 2 months, your house is ready, then you have to go for the option of buying. But if you're someone that you want to wait, you want your dream home, attention to details to be paid to it, you want the best of quality, you want your own personal dream home designs that you can infuse in different kind of finishing, then the option you have is for you to build. But not in every location in Accra that you have that option, as I've told us. So I think this is the angle I think I will come in. I can come in, and I believe you've been able to learn 1 or 2 from this my explanation. Okay, so some of these areas they will not sell to you no matter the offer you bring on board, unless you want to commercialize the land for them. So they will come on board because they also want to make more money. They believe that anything you are doing on that land, they still own the share on that land, and their children too will still come and benefit from it. That one, they will have a good deal with you. Okay, but there are some locations they are ready to sell. East Legon Hills, you will see places that will sell to you. Okay, when you go to some part of, now there's not even much land at School Junction, you just have to buy old houses. When you go to Portray houses, you buy old houses, you demolish them. When you come to our area like La Paz, Abeka area, those Santa Maria and those places, you just have to buy old houses and you build over there. Okay, so I think this is all I have to say. If you have any question or you think you have a better explanation on this topic, please drop it at the comment section. Let us all learn from each other. Okay, don't forget, subscribe to this channel, share this with friends and family, and also stay glued to this channel. Every day we're dropping videos for you, and I believe if you stay here for the next 1-2 months, you will be able to learn a lot when it comes to the real estate industry here in Ghana. See you some other time. Bye.